our show with an item from SecureBrite. Now, I have not this brand or this version. In fact, I'm actually super frustrated with the ones that I have at this point right now because the battery, while I've had them for several years, the battery just isn't what it used to be. But you're bringing home something that has an amazing battery to it, that has a magnetic connection, and is super bright. Plus, you've got the ability to change up the lights to different light temperatures. This is a set of 2 rechargeable swivel LED lights. Now, the cabinet lights that I have at home, when I added them in, it instantly brought like a bit of luxury to my house. It's amazing the difference that lighting can make. Now, my cabinet lightings that I have, I'm gonna be honest, it's nice to have the light that's underneath, but it's really for the aesthetics. I got some that I put inside of the cabinets. All of a sudden, it's like high definition in there. I can see everything. I have lights like this that I have inside of my closets. And they motion activate when I open up, and all of a sudden I can see everything that's in there as well. V87605 is your item number to bring home 2 of these from SecureBrite. It's $28.98. That means it's $14.50 each. They are rechargeable, and you do get the remote control. I can't wait to dive into all of this. You choose if you want the white or the taupe. So you're going to see the 2 different colors here. They're pretty similar. It's like a white or an off-white, essentially, that you're going to choose from. And actually, I'm going to bring this one down so that we can just compare that so you can see. So there's your white and your taupe. That's the only decision that you need to make. There's your taupe, there's your white. Your item number is V87605, and you have an easy pay of $5.80. Kylie Watts is the one that brings us all of our great SecureBrite items.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Nice to be here, and most importantly, who do we contact about doggy mission hats?
I know, we've got
like
to start figuring that out. Yeah, like a little wrapping towel. We'll
totally.
Actually, I think they have those. Okay, we're gonna search afterwards.
We're on it. But back to lights.
Yeah, let's talk about lights here.
Yeah, so as you said, I mean, this is a great way for you to get that kind of high-end look that you would pay maybe an electrician thousands of dollars for, but without that really high-end price tag. And they are beautiful, but they're rechargeable, and that's what we love about this. So these lights, you don't ever have to replace batteries in. They charge up in about 2 hours and 15 minutes and will run anywhere from 8 hours up to basically 21 hours, depending upon the light setting. They do come with the remote. They do come with the charging cord, and the first time ever that we're giving you that brick too. And when you look at this remote, you're going to notice a couple things. We've got a timer feature. We've got dimming settings. We've got light temperatures, and we have on and off. So you can touch the lights themselves, or you can use this with the remote control. And I know we're going to dim the lights down and we'll turn them on because the light on these are spectacular.
Now, are they motion activated or no?
They're not motion activated.
Okay, but here's the thing. I actually kind of like that.
Yes.
Because my motion activated ones, they light up all the time and the battery gets wasted. That's why I said I was frustrated. I like this a lot better, that they are not motion activated and you can turn it on and off when you want, therefore preserving the battery longer.
Exactly, which is really nice because you have that in the palm of your hand. So I touch that remote control, we turn them all on. You can kind of imagine maybe this is underneath your kitchen cabinets. Maybe this is in just a beautiful cabinet you have where you want to illuminate some art. They do swivel, meaning that we can literally take them. I always drop this every time I do it because I'm not paying attention to where the base is. You can see they swivel like this. So you can direct that light wherever you want. Power outage situation, you can take them with you too, which is great.
Wait, can we just take a look for a second? Here's your before.
Yeah.
Which cabinet it looks a little bit more high end?
Yeah.
Which cabinet looks a little bit more luxury? Is it this one or is it this one? Because I'm going to pick this cabinet every time. You know what I'm thinking too? What about having this over a picture that you have up on the wall? Maybe it's your wedding photo and it's big and it's large, or it's that big family photo and you want to add a little bit of light, add a little bit of tension to it. This is the way to do it. You're going to see so much more detail when you have that there.
You absolutely are. And I'll focus on this center one right here too. So this is the warmest setting. So no matter what light temperature you have in your bulbs in your house, we've got you covered. So that's the warm setting. Here's that daylight setting. Now we're getting a little bounce from the cams. That's not going to happen with you. And then there's that coolest setting too. So whether this is in kind of like a pantry closet or a utilitarian room where you want to have that cool white temp, we've got you covered on all of them. Again, they will dim down too, so we can go 10%. So that's 10% of that light, 50%, 100%, however you want to do this, you can easily adjust your lights. They look beautiful, but I love the fact that they're rechargeable, and there are 2 ways to install them, quote unquote, install them.
Okay, so how do we do that?
So we're giving you 3M tape, so you would just put 3M tape on the back of this base plate, and then that can connect to anything. Or if you have a magnetic surface like a breaker box, these are magnetic, so that's why we put them up there, so they'll automatically just stick to that area.
That's really nice. I mean, when we're thinking about like the fact that we can stick this then like on the side of the fridge and you just need to grab it in that power outage, you certainly could.
Yeah.
Love that we can put it right onto the breaker box so that you can see all of that when the power does go out, and of course it's going to be dark in there then. The other great thing about this too is when you think about all those places like the shed where it would cost a whole bunch of money to have an electrician come in, run power to it, or in some cases, they may just say to you like, no, can't get power over to that. You need something like this that is rechargeable, that you can simply add into that shed to be able to light it up. And this does have a great illumination to it as well.
It's quite beautiful. And did you lose power this week by chance?
I did. Now,
yes,
I was very lucky
too.
because I only lost power for, I think it was about 2.5 hours.
Oh, yeah,
My
you're lucky.
EcoFlow, by the way, came out immediately.
Yeah.
Which I've always said it's always so exciting when the power goes out now, because when you have an EcoFlow, you just pull it right out. But I know there was a lot of people that were out of power for days here.
Exactly.
How'd you do?
We lost power too, almost for 2 days. We also have a generator too, which was fine. But here's what's nice about these. They're rechargeable, so you can charge them up via USB, which means you could charge them on your EcoFlow, which is great. So power goes out, you always have that light that you need, and you can take it with you on the go. Cool to the touch. There's 22 LEDs inside of here, which is really great to give you that illumination. And we know SecureBrite's one of the leaders of battery-operated lights here. If they do lights, they always do it right.
Can we just take a look at the table really quick? Because I want to pretend like the power goes out. You still have maybe your gas oven and you can cook. Here's where you're cooking in the dark. And if you just bring this at home just to be the light that's underneath the oven so that you'll be able to cook and feed your family in a power outage, here's your power's out. And all of a sudden now you add your SecureBrite in. And by the way,
and then times two.
You get 2 of them.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the 2 that you're getting here, $29.98. You can go out to retail and pay $45 for this if you want to, but I like that we're bringing it under $30.
Me
and
too.
I really like that we're putting on an easy payment of $5.80 a month. It's V87605. That is your item number to bring this at home. If it is in your cart, go ahead and check out, because to our point where we were making about the power going out, it's a matter of when, not a matter of if. And when that happens, I don't want you to say, if only I purchased this. Buy it today, bring it home, and do so on the sale price of $28.98. Okay, that's going to do it for me here on our Easy Solutions show. My name is Justin Sachoka. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, go ahead and follow me there, Justin Sachoka QVC. I'd love to keep up with you on social media. I'm back here on Tuesday, 4 p.m. with our electronic show, Electronic Tech and Tips with Justin. Wait until you see what we have in the show. We've got some really great items in there for you. I'll see you on Tuesday, and I'll see you on social media sooner. Have a great rest of your, well, I guess the weekend's over. Enjoy the rest of your week. Happy Monday to you. Have a good night, everybody.